about it.
This weekend, we honor those who gave the ultimate sacrifice for our freedom. The holiday takes on more weight this year as we watch the scandal unfold at the Department of Veterans Affairs. And we struggle to improve the treatment that our servicemen and women receive when they return home from overseas. But even when the VA can treat our troops, their families need to make do on their own, regardless. This is where my next guest comes in. Fisher House provides lodging and other services that military families cannot afford. Ken Fisher joining us right now. Ken, good to have you on the program.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you so much for not just joining us, but really for what you do. Explain to our audience the program, because all we've been hearing are such bad treatments of our veterans, and actually Fisher House is just a complete opposite of that.
Well, it's something that works. We build houses, homes away from home, for families of wounded personnel or veterans to stay in for no charge for as long as the hospital stay dictates. It's a public-private partnership that has worked for 21 years. The way it works is we build them, we gift them to whichever branch they'll serve, including the VA, and they agree to staff, operate, and maintain them in perpetuity. So we've been doing this, as I said, for 21 years, and it actually works in the VA system. We've had a great partnership with them. So in this sense, we enjoy that partnership.
No, most people don't realize the struggle that families are enduring when their sons and daughters and husbands and wives are overseas fighting for the freedom of the USA. There's an enormous other part of the story of families.
That's right, Maria. Families serve also. You know, we hear so much about the whole soldier, especially when they're wounded. And families make sacrifices. Military families, when their loved ones are deployed, they make sacrifices that the average American has no concept of at all. And so what we try to do is, in addition to our core mission, is we try and bring to light these sacrifices and their plight, and honor their sacrifices by making this program work as well as it does.
What needs to be done, do you think? I mean, what do the rest of us need to understand better about our military men and women and their families, and how might the public be able to help?
Well, I think, we've made great strides in honoring them. The current scandal in the VA notwithstanding, we've become very mindful of their sacrifices. It's not uncommon to walk up to a serviceman or a woman, or someone potentially wearing a hat that says, "I'm a veteran," and thank them for their service. But that's great, but they have to be more than words.
Yes.
They have to be done. They have to be backed up with deeds, and that's what we do. Thanks for your service is not enough anymore.
What would you like to see at the VA? I mean, knowing that your program works with the VA and it's been a positive one, you see the headlines, we know what's going on there. What's going to move the needle on that situation?
Well, unfortunately, it's taken a while to get these reports. I mean, right now, we've got the whistleblowers and the allegations and so forth, and calls for resignations and so forth. I think at this point, I'd like to see what these reports hold. The problem right now is that they're not moving fast enough. And I think that that exacerbates the issue, because every day there's another story that breaks.
Right.
And, there doesn't seem to be a sense of urgency. And I would like to see the issues put front and center in a meaningful way. Reform is not something that happens one item at a time. And if you look at what's happened and these senseless deaths that have come, let's put some meaning behind them and reform this system. It can't just be meaningless.
Right. And we need the truth. We need to know what's going on in order to really get something done.
That's right.
So that's step one. Ken, it's been great having you on the program. Thank you.
By the way, I just want to tell you that we enjoy another partnership with Sobieski, who's helped us in many ways build houses and promote what we're doing. So I wanted to say thank you to them as well.
I'm glad you did. Shout out there.
Yeah.
Ken, thanks so much.
Thanks.
Have a safe Memorial Day.